Hi, this is Daniel, and I will be discussing how to use geometric perspective to draw squares and cubes in 2-point, 1-point, and 3-point perspective. We will start with drawing a square by using 2-point perspective. I prefer using a system that is a little bit unorthodox. I draw on the horizon, and then I draw a circle centered on the horizon so that where the circle crosses the horizon, this is where I put my vanishing points. Locating the front corner of the square is our next task. There's two general cases of where the front corner goes. The first case is the general case, and it's just anywhere inside the circle. The second case is more specific. It's when it's equidistant to each of the vanishing points, making an isosceles triangle. Once we have the front corner located, we now need to find the diagonal vanishing point of our square. I'm assuming that you're following my video and drawing below the horizon. If you're drawing above the horizon, you will need to flip the following instructions and use the 6 o'clock position instead of the noon position. We locate the diagonal vanishing point by locating the noon position on the circle and then drawing a line from the noon position to the front corner of our square. Where that line crosses the horizon becomes our diagonal vanishing point. This point controls the aspect ratio of our square, and if it's too far one way or the other, we won't get squares, we'll get rectangles. We establish the scale of the square by drawing a line from the vanishing point to the opposite front edge of the square. Complete the square by drawing a line from the other vanishing point through where the previous line intersects with the line from the front corner of the square to the diagonal vanishing point. This ends the 2-point perspective drawing a square. Moving on to 3-point perspective. How do we find where the third vanishing point is? The first thing we do is draw a true vertical line. This will go through the front corner of our square, and it's the only vertical line we will have in our image. What we're going to do now is establish a geometrical reference for finding an inverse relationship between the front corner of the square and the horizon. I know that sounded pretty complicated, but it's not that bad. Just bear with me for a minute or two and you'll see what I mean. We take a reference guideline from the intersection of our vertical line with the edge of the circle and trace that back to one of our vanishing points. And we draw on a second vertical guideline off to one side, which we will use that to find the location of the third vanishing point. Once we've located the third vanishing point, we need to trace in the false horizons between each of the vanishing points. We then need to find the quadrants of the circle to locate the diagonal vanishing point on the remaining two sides. And once we have the diagonal vanishing points, we can then complete the cube. And it looks like I made a mistake when I was trimming some lines. Thank you very much, and let me know what you thought in the comments.